today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. Stafford and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Jalen Hurts and the Atlanta Falcons.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this to the longtime Charger. It's Keenan Allen. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. A quick check on the numbers for Keenan Allen from last week. 8 catches, 114 yards, and a score.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Stafford. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw one interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave him 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Short throw hauled in by Kelce. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Up the middle, it's Cook. And a solid run down inside the 30. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow.
After 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Hurts.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. Kicking into a headwind here in the second quarter. Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Here's Spears on 2nd down. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Stafford on first down. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On third down.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point.
To throw is Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And a nice stiff arm, it opens room to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. From the red zone now, Stafford. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard.
Throwing is Stafford.
He's into the secondary.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Stafford now to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Spears.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
Bigsby will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wound up punching this one into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 10-3.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They go play action with Hurts.
Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
He'll buy some time right. with a nice grab. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Flushed out right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Third down and 1. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And this one already a 2-touchdown game as they've just gone to halftime. The newest Steeler, Russell Wilson, with 2 touchdown passes. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And at the half, they trail the visiting Jets in that ball game. It's the rookie, Drake May, with 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And at the half, they have the lead over the visiting Titans. Jackson Smith-Njigba, a touchdown catch in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Hurts throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They're going to look to throw. And this is Cook with a grab. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. Touchdown, Falcons! James Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, it took a while to get their first touchdown of the game, but finally some signs of life here in quarter number 3.
Yeah, that was the burst they've been lacking all throughout this game, but that was a decisive run. Might have caught the defense a little flat-footed because they hadn't been able to get going in this one, and he was able to take that one all the way to the end zone.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Here's 3rd and 3. Right back to Spears. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Returnable for Lockett. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, what a move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Play action. Here's Hurts. Being chased out left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. Cook up the gut. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll set up a throw. rolling to his left.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Down to the 25. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
That's to Cook out of the backfield. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
After the interception, here's Stafford.
That one's taken.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
And quickly they get to the line. They run again on first down. Cook. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Hurts throw here complete to Kelsey.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Second down, goal to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Falcons have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
So Matthew Stafford in the offense, down by 7, 2:09 to play. They'll have one play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side.
And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Stafford now to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Now Stafford.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it.
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's first down. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Hurts throw taken in by Cooper here. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got it. And they're here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give them an 8-point lead here in the 4th. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. That is caught. Kincaid with it. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Stafford. That's into the hands of Chosen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, The defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for the Falcons,
They're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year.
and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.